Yo, what up? I have a lot of Genji skins, which makes sense because I main him and I have tons of hours on Genji. So much so, I have more hours on Genji than I do any game I own on Steam. And I love a lot of the games I own on Steam. So I thought I'd rank each skin, inspired by Pikun and Squirm's ranking of their mains, Lucio and Symmetra respectively. This wasn't an easy task, however. Most tier lists were either bloated with league skins or super outdated, so I had to make my own template on a tier maker, which took an hour easy. It was a painful process of resizing 30 pictures of Genji, but thankfully I had Utopia to listen to while I was resizing those 30 pics. I will link the template down below so y'all can check it out and make y'all's own list. It doesn't include all the Overwatch League skins, all the lazy recolors, nor the two happy reskins for Dallas and Shanghai. But without further ado, here are my Genji skin rankings. Alright, so here we are on tiermaker.com at my own custom Genji skin tier list. As I said in the intro, I did not include every single individual Overwatch League team or variant. Same with the Happy skin, so I did not include the Dallas and Shanghai skin. And then I did not include every lazy recolor, so you kind of, it's not super bloated. You can see everything visually clear, I guess. I don't know. But here we go. We're going to start off with the 2018 Pacific AllStar skin. This skin is a solid skin. I would not say it's like his best skin, but I definitely would not say it's his worst skin. It's just a solid skin. I don't really have it, so I don't have like an official opinion on it. You can't even view it in game, so it's kind of hard because you have to look up gameplay on YouTube or whatever to see it. And honestly, I love the skin. It's just the orange and the red are not my favorite color. So the issue with that is it's very bright. But sometimes that's a good thing. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna put it in B tier for now, just because it's a solid pick. Next we have the Baihu skin. This skin is kind of weird to me. It kind of looks, it just feels weird to look at. It doesn't feel as good to look at as his other skins. It's just not very detailed in my opinion. And while the colors are nice, I just feel like it's lacking something. It feels like that was the pivotal point where Overwatch started detailing their skin so much better that this skin just kind of falls behind on compared to his other ones. Plus I think it's a little bland as far as the shurikens and the blade. It's just not my favorite skin. I'm gonna put it as C tier. Next we have the recolor of Nomad, and my thing is just the colors don't blend well as they do on the regular Nomad skin, so I can't really rank it high. I think I'm gonna put it in C tier as well, kind of for the same things. It's just not my favorite skin, first off, and second off, it's just, I don't know, it's lacking something for me, which is fine because it is an Overwatch 1 base skin, so it's a very old skin. Next we have Blackwatch, and I'm gonna be honest, the skin is so overrated. It's like everyone that's a Genji main uses this skin or has used the skin. It's just not my favorite. Everyone, it's just like, it's so simple. Like I just feel like he has so much better skins compared to Blackwatch, and while I do love lore based skins, this one just isn't really cutting it for me. I'm gonna put it at B tier because I do think it is better than C tier skins, but I think it's gonna be consistently bottom B tier for me. Next we have the Bushi skin, I think. This skin is one of my favorites. I use it all the time. The only thing keeping it from being S tier is that the shurikens are very bulky and chunky, and they kind of just feel weird using because it makes me feel a little slow when using the skin. But besides that, it doesn't really get to me, so I'm gonna put it at A tier. It's one of my favorite Genji skins ever. They kind of took the ideas and concepts from other old skins and just made it look better. And the sword is just amazing on the skin. I love the dragon coming down it. It's an absolutely beautiful blade. Next we have carbon fiber, and this skin kind of the same for Blackwatch, except I actually like it more than Blackwatch, because I feel like every Genji main will either pick the Blackwatch route or the carbon fiber route. And me personally, I was a carbon fiber route, so that was my main skin for a while. I remember way back in 2017, I was saving credits. I only had the recolors for Genji, so I ended up buying carbon fiber, and I used it for a very long time until I got my first legendary through a loot box, which I'll get into later. We have Chrome, and this skin is just super boring. The colors just aren't too different from his base skin to really be like, any higher for me. It's gonna be in D tier. It's just a boring skin. I don't think I've ever used it. I don't think I ever will use it. It's just not a good skin for me. I just don't like it. It looks okay with the gold gun, but even then the gold gun is carrying the skin. Next we have the Crow skin, and this skin is one of my favorites. It's gonna be automatic S tier for me. I remember when it first dropped, everyone was making memes about it. Hell, even I did. But I still think it's a really nice skin. You just can't go wrong with it. And the skin, you can always fall back on it. It's a good skin. The blade and the shurikens are so well designed, better than some of the skins you have to pay for now. It's just a really, really clean skin. I love the Crow skin. It's one of my favorites by far. Next we have the Cyber Demon skin from Season 1 Overwatch 2. This skin, I love the skin. I love how it set the bar for mythical skins. However, do I think it's really the best skin? No, I would not say it's S tier. I will say it is A tier, just for the customizable options. But if you were given the base option only, it would probably rank a little lower. I will say the sound effects and the visual effects for this skin are very nice. I do like it. Next we have Demon, which I really like. I love the colors. I love the red, white, and gold. I feel like it looks really cool. I like the new take on the Ani skin. It just makes it look very clean. It looks more posh, and I feel like the posh feel doesn't really match the whole demon aesthetic. But like, even then, I still feel like it's a really good skin. I'm gonna say B tier, but high B tier for sure. It's definitely better than these two skins and all the ones below. Next we have his Overwatch 1 base skin, and my thing with Genji is that his Overwatch 1 base skin just isn't that good in my opinion. I feel like a lot of other characters have better Overwatch 1 base skins than Genji, which is fine because I feel like they nailed the concept of Genji perfectly. I feel like the damaged robot body that he has is very good. I feel like it's a good skin lore wise, but visually looking wise, it's just not my favorite. I feel like it lacks a little bit, especially with the color palette they chose. I feel like that brownish tan color could be a little darker or softer, in my opinion. I'm not really sure. I feel like some of the colors could use a little rework to make the green really pop, but it's a solid pick. I'm gonna say bottom B tier. Additionally, we have the Genji Overwatch 2 skin, a very well needed upgrade to Genji's base skin. It's honestly such a good skin, you can use it by itself, and I don't think anyone would really complain. It's a really solid skin. I'm gonna say A tier. The hoodie and the athleisure fit just makes it look so much better than his base skin. I love how his little thing that dangles from the back of his head is actually fixed, and the armor is polished and everything. It looks very nice. Next we have Genji Man, and honestly, I'm not a fan of this skin. I feel like it's a good design skin, but I just don't like using it in first person, which is a shame because I do love the sound effects and everything that comes with it. Um, it's just not my favorite skin. I feel like the head is massive first off, and I honestly never was really a big fan of Power Rangers, but it makes sense because it's not really a Power Ranger skin. It's more from Japanese culture. I'm gonna say C tier for me. Just we have the One Punch Man collaboration skin Genos. This skin grew on me a lot. Initially, I did not like it. I did not like the colors. I didn't like anything until I looked it up on Google what he was supposed to look like, and I feel like they nailed the board really well. Like they did such a good job with the skin. The blonde hair threw me off at first, but now I just see past it, and I think it's a really solid skin. It's very unique compared to the rest of his skins, even his other human form skins. This one is just better in my opinion. I'm gonna say high A tier, above his Overwatch 2 base form. It's a solid skin. You cannot go wrong with it. So we have Happy, and this is also another skin that grew on me a lot because it is a his human form base skin, but using it just feels good in game. The shurikens are nice. The blade is so clean. It's a good skin. Like I love the little fish on it. I love the little Genji mask on the side. It's a really solid skin. I love using it. It feels good to use. The other recolors are not bad. For that, it's placing high A tier, or I guess low A tier for me. We have a skin that is over detailed. The Ice Wrath skin, way too spiky, way too complex and overwhelming to look at. It just doesn't look good with the gold guns either. It kind of looks like Frozen P. Just not my favorite skin. I hate it. It was cool at first because that was like one of the first Genji skins got in a long time at that point, but it's easily one of his weakest legendary skins too. Like you gotta keep in mind this is legendary and it's just too much. I don't like the blues. I mean the blues are fine, but it's just the spikes is too spiky. The sword is very spiky, very large, very it doesn't fit the whole ninja style. It would fit more of like a knight style. So I'm gonna put it in D tier. Just I never use it ever. Next we have the Illidan skin or whatever, however you pronounce it, but it's the BlizzCon skin from 2019, I think. This skin is amazing. I really do wish I had this skin because it is such a good design skin. I love the new take on it. I love how it's Genji, but it doesn't look like Genji. I love the sword and the shurikens are just so good. I really wish I had this skin. It is unfortunately locked behind a really expensive paywall, but it is such a clean skin. This skin is like they went all out for this skin, and it makes sense. If I knew that they were gonna go all out on this skin, maybe I would have bought it when it first came out back in 2019, but unfortunately I didn't. And well, I lost a very good Genji skin. But I feel like this is A tier above Cyber Demon. Not above the Bushi skin, but it's a very high skin for me. We have the Kendoka skin, and this skin is so clean. It's an underrated hit. The colors first off with the cyan, dark blue, and purple just goes so well together. The shurikens are so nice. They have that nice wood finish on it, and with the gold, it just looks so clean. The sword is again clean. It gets the message across. I love the whole mask thing going on. It's just a really good skin. Another one of my favorite skins. I'm gonna say S tier because I do use that skin so much. Next we have Divine Monkey, and I feel like this skin is good. It's a good skin. I did not like it at first, but it's a good skin. I'm gonna say B tier. We're gonna go high B tier. The thing that throws it off is that the shurikens are just kind of boring and bland. When you see the skin first person, why would you want to use that skin over some of his other skins that have better shurikens? And while the sword is cool, it just doesn't carry the skin enough. I guess I'll put it that way. Next we have the Nihon skin. This skin is a classic skin. Everyone loves this skin, and you just can't go wrong with it. So for that reason, I think I'm gonna put it with the carbon fiber skin. Out of these three skins, the most common skins out there, I feel like the Nihon skin was just the coolest looking. I like how they did the Japan flag with the red and white. It just looks so clean. I don't think it would fit any other character as well as it does Genji. Next we have Nomad, which actually has a special place in my heart because this was the first legendary I ever got from a loot box ever. I feel like the skin is so clean, and with the gold gun, honestly, it looks even better with the gold gun. The cream with the light blue just carries the skin a lot, and I feel like you just can't go wrong with it. It's a very solid skin. The blade looks nice. I like the very slight curve at the end of the blade. It makes it look super clean and refreshing compared to his other swords. So I think for that I'm gonna put it. For me, it's B tier, but we'll go below this skin because this skin is honestly better. I have the demon skin, and this skin is one of my favorites. The black on black with the dark grays and then that really vibrant red and white from the mask is just so clean. The eyeball on the shuriken and the blade just looks so nice. You just cannot go wrong with the skin. It's a very clean skin. You can always fall back on it when you're taking it back to the basics. The skin just overall is one of his best base skins ever. We have Overwatch League, Overwatch World Cup, and Overwatch Contender skins, both from Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. Put them in one. I feel like you just can't go wrong with it. I'm gonna say S tier because it takes that original design and you have so many variations with it. I feel like with that skin, you can customize it however you want. You can choose a style that fits you. Next we have his lazy recolors. Honestly, I think they're the worst skins in the game for any character. No one actually uses them. And the fact that they cost coins now is ridiculous. No one's buying those. Next we have the Royal Guard skin. Don't get me wrong, this skin is very good. I feel like the design is kind of has like a poor execution. First off, the shurikens just aren't that good. And the whole little vest thing kind of reminds me of that guy from Rapunzel. I feel like with the whole Royal Guard thing, if they just gave him a nice, clean, metallic armor with that same helmet, because the helmet is so dope, but they just gave him more armor, more like medieval armor, I feel like, than that whole like cloth and vest thing going on, I feel like the skin would just look so much better. Next we have the Sentai skin. This skin, same deal as the other one, just not my favorite. I'm gonna put it in C tier because it is just a recolor, and the recolor, in my opinion, doesn't really make the skin look better or worse. It's just kind of okay. And I feel like, at least with the base skin, you have that blue color on the shurikens and everything else. On this skin, you just have orange, and it doesn't really mesh well with the gold gun, in my opinion. The skeleton skin, honestly, such a underrated skin. No one uses it. Why? I have no clue. But I feel like this skin is so good. I feel like the whole skeleton thing among his armor is so good. No one probably uses it because it was that point where Overwatch was very stale and it was locked behind a challenge. But I feel like I feel like for it being a purple skin, you're getting a lot for a purple skin, especially on the sword. You have that little skull on it. It's a very solid skin. I love the skin. I have Street Runner. The skin's a flop. For it being a purple skin in Overwatch 2, I feel like a lot of the other characters have just better purple skins. And I just feel like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It feels like they're reaching too hard. And for a skin to be locked behind a $10 paywall, it's kind of insane because the skin, there's nothing special about it. There's nothing worth paying $10 for it. I have the young Genji and the Sparrow skin. I'm gonna rank these both in D tier. Not that I don't like his human form. These skins just feel awkward to me. They're just very weird. I feel like they could have done so much better with this. In my opinion, um, it's just a very weak skin. I don't know. It's just weird to look at for me. But anyways, here's my ranking for all of Genji's skins. Let me know what y'all think down below. If you agree, if you disagree, if you have a skin that you really like and maybe I ranked it low, let me know. If you have a skin that you don't like and you think I ranked too high, let me know down below. But yeah, you can like, subscribe. Again, make sure you check out the link below so you can actually make your own. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. But yeah, peace out.